beautiful Gemini, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for December 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Gemini, this is your monthly reading for December. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. Just to let you know, I'm doing this reading on the 4th of December, so I will take a little peek into, the 4th of January for you as well, just so that you get the full 4 to 5 weeks reading. Now, December is all about winding down the year and reflecting on all the experiences you've had where you've learnt lessons, overcome struggles, and built new positive memories. Also, we have Mars in retrograde, so it's an opportunity to let us set new targets for the year ahead, whilst at the same time recharging your batteries. Now, we do have an influence from Jupiter. It's just gone direct, and Jupiter is a planet of better luck, good fortune, and positive energy. It's in Pisces, which is all about dreams, goals, and opportunities. So it should have us all feeling more spiritually connected as we try to align ourselves with our true calling. Now, Jupiter is only in Pisces until the end of the month, and that happens every 12 years. So enjoy this benevolent energy, because at the end of the month, it actually moves on and does not reappear in Pisces for another 12-year cycle. Okay. Now, on the 8th of December, let me just go here. On the 8th of December, there is a full moon in your sign, which can bring a little bit of tricky energy. You may feel a little bit more sensitive than usual, and there is the potential to have heated debates or arguments, or people trying to push your buttons during this period. That's because we do have an alignment with Mars, okay? It's almost like, how can I put it? The full moon and Mars, if you were taking a picture of Mars, let's say, it's almost like the moon photobombs Mars for a brief moment. So it can lead to that tense energy. But because Mars is in retrograde, it does actually teach us about diplomacy. So you may find yourself walking away from heated debates, not biting your tongue, but realizing that the struggle or the argument is just not worth it. You may feel, there's no point in arguing with people who are asleep, who actually are asleep on purpose, let's put it that way, or who refuse to have like an open, honest debate about things. So just watch out for that. That only lasts for a couple of days, because we do have a positive alignment between Sun and the Sun and Saturn, and that actually brings peace to a situation. So from the middle of the month, there's going to be a much easier energy. We also have a new moon in Capricorn right at the end of the month, which actually encourages us to look at the year ahead, set new targets, or reimagine goals and dreams, and bring more abundance and romance into our life as well. Okay, so I mean, there we go. You got a little bit of romance there. Even if you're with a partner, I feel like you are going to be deepening your connection with somebody. And if you're looking for love, December tends to be a very positive month for love, or to find a potential soulmate. So we'll get deeper into that in a moment. But you're showing up heavily in your reading, so that is very, very positive energy. Now, wow, a lot of explosive energy in your chart. For you in particular, your first house is influencing you, and that's all about yourself. Not in terms of, negative ego. It's about your identity, your appearance, how you feel about yourself. So you may make some life-changing decisions during this month regarding eating patterns or sleeping patterns, or even exercise routines just to feel better within yourself. Some of you may even feel called to look at your beauty routines or the way that you dress. You may actually decide to change some aspects, get a new haircut, for example, or perhaps get a new wardrobe. Oh, they want me to go one more. So that's all connected to your first house of appearance, of identity, and how you feel you present yourself to the world. Because although this is, our wonderful body that we came to this lifetime with, and we are a consciousness, we are a soul experiencing life in a human body, I feel the way that you dress and look is an expression of how you feel about yourself, how you present yourself. So you may be looking at that in a very philosophical way throughout the month of December. Also, your 8th house is starred, and that is all about transforming your finances. So you may be looking at areas where you have joint finances like mortgages, bills, credit cards, things like that, how you can transform, pay off things, but at the same time increase your finances and have a little bit of money in the bank. So you may be actually looking at those areas in particular as you move throughout December. But we will go and have a look at your finances, etc., as well. Now, your first card is the Rose. So it says here, feminine and beauty, feelings of love, blooming romance, and expression of affection. So, this is going to be a month where you are appreciated, where you're loved. And you're always that, my beautiful Gemini, but sometimes people may not show it to you. They may not express themselves, but I definitely feel like there is a sense of love about December for you as you start to wind down the month. Now, I can see that you're exhausted. You've got a 10 of Wands there as your protagonist energy. You are so done with 2022. I feel like you need a break or you need a rest, okay? I feel like there's been a lot of feeling stuck or on hold for you and a little bit of chaotic energy that you've been experiencing throughout 2022. And I feel like you're going to be reflecting on those moments throughout the year. You're going to be reflecting on all that you've accomplished, the journey so far. In December, you're going to be looking back on the year and really evaluating what went well, what did not go so well, and how to change certain circumstances, because I feel like you're making big lifestyle changes or trying to set them as intentions for the year ahead, okay? A lot of you are busy, trying to hit targets, make sure that you're tying up loose ends, perhaps finishing projects and getting stuff done, because I feel like you're still in the mode of doing. But this is a card also of reflecting on your first house, which is about, how you are going to connect to things like beauty routines. Now, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. So some of you may decide to buy, new oils or creams for your face, trying different things, because it's all about transformation for you, transforming things in the month of December. And even if you don't, have things like oils and stuff for your face, you may be looking at other aspects like buying new shoes. And I know that's very, on the surface aesthetics, and you are going to be thinking a lot deeper than that, but you may find yourself thinking, oh, I need new shoes, or I need a new wardrobe, or I need something. But I feel like at the same time, you're going to be very shrewd with your finances and spending. So you're not going to overspend. I see a lot of balance happening in your reading. I feel there's a lot of duality in your reading as well for December, where some of you may be setting up second streams of income, which may even be to do with the beauty industry, or for example, if you're setting up something for like online platforms or things like that, you are wanting it to look nice visually for your viewers, things like that. So I feel a lot of aesthetics are going to be like focus, it's going to be whirling around in your mind. So it doesn't have to be about beauty yourself. It's about how you do things, and you do them with all of your heart, your soul, and your love to make it like 100%. Otherwise, there's no point in doing it at all. So I definitely see you doing something within that sector. Also with the rose, roses are beautiful, okay? It's very rewarding to smell a rose, right? But they have a lot of thorns. So whatever it is that you are working really hard towards, it has been difficult, and you may have struggled quite a lot throughout 2022, and you may have felt that some things did not go well, or some things really hurt in 2022. But as you move into 2023, I feel like the energy gets sweeter for you. I feel like things do start to move forward. But right now, December seems to be all about slowing down the pace towards the end of the month. I feel like you're really busy and rushing around in the first part of the month. I got to be honest. I mean, I'm going to show you the cards that you got, but I feel there's a lot of like on the go energy, and you're just like desperate for a break. Okay, and that not just a break as in you need a vacation or a holiday, but you're like, can I get a break from all this tumultuous energy or chaotic energy that you've been perhaps feeling throughout the year? Now we've got the High Priestess. So this is a card of struggling in silence, because as you can see, we've got the Ten of Wands, which is difficult energy, burnt out, overloaded, taking on a lot. And we've got the Knight of Swords, rushing around, trying to make changes, trying to, really make sure you've got everything all in order. Very fast energy, very, very busy. And the High Priestess can be that you are someone who has been struggling in silence, or you've been just taking on a lot and you've tried not to complain about things. You just try to get busy doing, okay? Also with the High Priestess, I get this energy of you really connecting spiritually to your path, using your inner vision, your mystical vision, trying to think about the way ahead and wonder if you're on the right path. Also connect to a spiritual practice like law of attraction or meditation, or some of you, if you're setting up your own business or setting up a second stream of income, it may be in the vein of spirituality. So it may be that you're setting up your own platform for something like Reiki, or how to meditate, or divining tools like tarot, things like that. So it may be spiritual in nature. I mean, it doesn't have to be online, but because Gemini is associated with the internet and all things kind of digital and future wise, you're always connected to being a visionary. So I feel like you may eventually get whatever it is you do onto a digital platform, let's put it that way. So if you do things like yoga, or you're thinking about setting up your own Reiki business or meditation business, whatever it is, I feel like you will take that online eventually. That's what's coming out. But these may be thoughts that you are having that are whirling around in your mind at the moment in order to bring in a little bit more finances. But the High Priestess is really about needing peace, being able to catch a break, to really connect to your center and to connect to source. Also, I feel like you've had a bit of a test of faith in 2022 in some areas of your life, and you're trying to believe again, or you're trying to rejuvenate your energy in order to look forward with hope for the next year, because it has been difficult, okay? Now, we do have, I just get this energy of seeking sanctuary, hoping that 2023, it's a bit more about sanctuary, about more peace and freedom. We've got the Ten of Wands there, and as you can see, she's blossoming right there in that card. And again, male or female, not a gender specific reading, it's all about the energy. But in order to blossom, and in order to survive or be successful and thrive, it's difficult. And I feel like you, in some areas of 2022, you're going to be looking back in December, all the times where you were like back-breakingly working so hard, trying to make things work, and it has been difficult. It's almost like the end of the year can't come too quickly for you. Ten of Wands is about fatigue. It's about burden. It's about, you having a lot on. Perhaps there's some worry about finances, or you're worrying about pay coming in and things like that. And there could be a little bit of stress going on here as well. I also feel like some of you may have overcommitted yourself in some areas where you have, helped other people, which is wonderful, but it left you with little time for yourself. So I feel this Ten of Wands is actually a very positive card. Some people see it as very negative, because it's like you're overburdened, you're overworked, and you're struggling in some areas, and you are looking for respite. There is change. There is positive change there for you. But what they're showing me is that you are strong. You've had a difficult journey, and you've been strong enough to take it. And when you get to the Ten of Wands, that's the end of it, okay? It's like you're clearing away clutter. You're making way for new beginnings. So you're ready for new. So this is the end of the year for you, going, you know what? I'm now decluttering my life. I'm getting rid of situations that have made me feel not welcome, or I felt there were energy vampires or toxic energy. You're decluttering life in order to make space for new, and I feel like you're building new intentions. I also feel that some of you may be working really hard to try and get some sort of change in your career, perhaps leveling up to a new position, some sort of raise or promotion, because this could be appraisal month, for example. A lot of you may have appraisals within your workspace, and you may feel because I'm just getting this energy of someone out there having to write like some lines about how they feel that they've done within their works environment and the things that they could improve on. And you're like, what you really want to write is, you know what, I've been working really hard and nobody takes notice, and I feel like I'm not appreciated. But I feel like you're being really diplomatic because of that placement of Mars and the moon. And I feel like you're kind of like, you know what, I'm actually going to say that I've taken on a lot of projects. I've shown skills in areas where other people have not developed their skills yet. So I feel like I'm a real asset to the company. I would like some more training in these areas. I really feel like you're being diplomatic to put yourself in a position where you show whoever you work with or work for that you have value, and you do. Okay, you're very talented at what you do. You're very gifted, and I feel like now you're looking at situations where you feel you've gone the extra mile. That's what I feel like. You've gone the extra mile in 2022 to make everything work, and you may feel that people have not noticed, or you may have felt that people have not been on your side, or that things have not been fair. Okay, but they will all change. Now, I do see that whether you work for yourself, whether you don't work and you're retired, or whether you are someone who's trying to set up your own business, I feel like you're making major lifestyle changes. The Knight of Swords tells me that you are deciding to change many aspects of life in order to be more time efficient, to make more time for you, self-care routines, healthier eating patterns, exercise routines, and sleep. I feel like you're trying to make a lot of changes, okay? And if you've been struggling with things like finances, you are very intelligent, my beautiful Gemini. I feel like you're going to compartmentalize things in order to be very savvy about your finances. I feel like you're very instinctive, and I feel like keep going the way you are. You're actually doing great when you've got this card, because this is a goal-setting knight that achieves everything they set out to do, okay? So I feel, you are working really hard to eradicate the negativity in your world. As you can see, this figure here is actually painting out a cloud, which has the potential to get in the way of the sun. So I feel like you're building a life that brings happiness, reward, and good times, and you're releasing the struggle. Because when you get to the Ten of Wands, that's the end of the struggle. You're about to set down your load and start afresh, have a breath of fresh air, and move on from there. So I do see a lot of decluttering going on. Some of you may even find yourself decluttering in the home space, getting rid of things that you don't necessarily need anymore. But I feel like it's all across the board. You are making lots of changes. Also, the Knight of Swords is someone who is very brave. And to have these two cards, I feel like it may have been a very difficult year for you, and you've overcome struggles, and you are here where you are right now. Things are going to be busy at the end, at the beginning of this month. You're going to be very, very productive, and you're going to be in need of a break. Right about mid-month, things change for you, and you get to take a real breather and step back and relax, okay? Now, also, with the Ten of Wands, they're telling me I'm not finished with these two cards because I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing a reading. So I'm picking up energy and words as I go through the scrying. What they're showing me here as well is there may be some harsh words with somebody. Okay, so there may be someone trying to push your buttons, or someone who is game playing, for example, or whether it's competition, or someone is competitive against you. It could be a sibling rivalry. It could be, a member of your soul tribe who feels a little bit inadequate next to you. It could also be someone who you work with, perhaps sees the potential that you have, and they've been trying to make things difficult for you to stifle your progress. Whatever it is, I feel like, because they're giving me this energy of checkmate. So if you feel like someone has been measuring themselves against you and trying to stifle your progress, or has been, trying to really push your buttons, I feel like you lead with integrity and you lead with your head held high, and I feel like you win, because checkmate is a win, right? So, I mean, you have chess here, and as soon as I touched it, I got checkmate. So it feels like you win something. okay? But this is a card that's in the resistance position right now. So you may have been so busy throughout the year that you just didn't have a chance to plan for anything for the future because you were busy in the moment just doing. But I feel as you move throughout the rest of December, you get a real opportunity to strategize for the year ahead and think about your next move, okay? It says here being strategic, thinking it through, the power of the mind, a battle is unfolding. Now, because you've got these two cards, the power of your mind is very, very strong. You are someone who is very intelligent. You have a lot of smarts, street smarts, as well as, what do you call it? The University of Life. I feel like you are someone who is very, very clever, very, very savvy. Now, also, they just gave me a sentence. Variety is the spice of life. Variety is the spice of life. So perhaps some of you are looking at your options. Some of you may be thinking about doing different things. A variety meaning, you're going to have many fingers in different pies. So you may be thinking about, as I said, setting up a second stream of income, something that's ticking over in the background to bring in like passive income, things like that. Maybe something creative that you're doing. I mean, it could even be real estate that you're trying to wait or time for interest rates to change so that you can go in and buy something. So perhaps you're waiting and watching on something. That's just coming through there briefly. So because we've got the Hangman, which is to wait and watch and see things from different perspectives. So I get this energy of you kind of like trying to time something. It could be that you're trying to time a move because we've got the Ten of Wands there. Something could perhaps be coming to an end for you. And with the Knight of Swords, you're pushing on through to something more exciting, something else. You're forging a way for yourself to be successful and reach a goal. And if you feel like you've hit a glass ceiling or you've hit a plateau in some area of your life where you feel like there's no more growth in that situation or there's nothing more that will help you blossom or thrive in that situation, you're leaving it behind. So for example, you could be putting your resume out there or even just checking out what's out there at the moment in terms of work if you're looking to change your career or change your progress. I feel a lot of you may be thinking about leveling up to the next stage. Whatever it is you're moving towards, it's very rewarding because they're showing me whatever you're working hard towards that you will receive like a payoff. There is some sort of financial reward, abundant reward for all the hard work that you've been doing. I also would say that some of you will actually get a bonus this month, but I'll pull a card on that just to make sure. Now the Hangman in the resistance position is like you got it in the reverse. Okay, so there may have been, you've sacrificed a lot this year, your energy, your time, your effort, and you may feel like you're a little bit in limbo or you're a little bit stuck. You may be thinking about conserving your energy to really focus on making changes to reach your goals and find an easier way to do what you do and a more time efficient way to do what you do so that you can find more time for you, essentially, okay? The Hanged Human, I mean, it gets turned into the upright by the end of the month. So it goes from that to that, which indicates that whilst life may seem a little bit upside down at the moment, I feel like everything turns up into the upright again. I feel like everything turns in your favor again. There is more positivity. So you may in December be going through a period of transition. That's what I feel. You're evolving, you're maturing, and you're doing a lot of philosophical thinking about your journey. Are you on the right path? Are the things that you've aligned yourself with this year, are they still the things that you want for next year? Or are you reimagining your goals? And by that, I mean, it's still the same goal, but at the same time, reimagining or revamping the way that you get there so that you make things easier for yourself, okay? Now, there may have been moments over 2022 where you felt there were missed opportunities or you felt like you got passed over for situations. You were ignored or left behind. I feel like there's something better here for you and that those situations, they were not meant for you long term. They could have given you a quick fix, but they were not meant for you long term. There's something better for you long term here for you, okay? Also, a lot of you may have felt a little bit confused about your journey or felt a little bit like lost in direction. You couldn't see the wood for the trees kind of energy. I feel like you're actually going to gain a lot of clarity as you move throughout December and everything becomes apparent. As you start to slow down, you give yourself an opportunity to breathe and then you can hear your heart a lot more, okay? Because when we're rushing around and, you know, always on the go, we don't give ourselves a moment to really check in with our feelings and thoughts, because we're always running on that fight or flight energy. So some of you may have gone through a lot of trauma when you were younger, or had some traumatic experiences up until this point, and you may have pushed it down, because I'm getting this energy of you like not dwelling in it, trying to just keep on running, keep on, you know, putting a smile on it and just moving on by. And eventually there's going to be a moment where you need to process some of those difficult experiences in order to release them and not have baggage from the past. Because I feel like you're really looking at, well, I'm just getting this energy of looking at ancestral lineage. So some of you may be starting to look into your heritage, or you may be looking at the struggles that perhaps your family have had, generational struggles, and you're changing. I feel like you are like elevating out of those struggles. I feel like you are building like generational wealth. I feel like you are thinking about leveling up to the next stage in order to leave a legacy. That's what I feel with this. So there's a lot of deep thinking as we move through the middle of the month for you as well. Now, the Lover's card is your card, my beautiful Gemini, and it's in the reverse. So you may have not felt your usual self this year. It just felt like perhaps you were just always on the go, and you felt like your wings were clipped in some way. You just felt like, you know, surely there's more to this than this. So I feel like as you slow down in December, you start coming back to your center. You start to, you know, really refocus on who you once were and who you are now, and how you're aligning yourself with those ideas of yourself, shall we say, or your feelings of who you are and what you want in life. Now, some of you may have been going through a separation throughout the year. I'm not talking about you going through a separation this month. If you've come to this reading and you've been going through a separation or a divorce, I feel like there may have been a bit of game playing in this. Okay, and I feel like you may have been watching and waiting to see what this person's next move will be. Everything will balance out. I feel like there is a real transition period in this. If you want to heal this and repair this with this person, you get a real opportunity to do that at the end of December into January. But if you do not want to let that person back into your life, I feel like there is an opportunity to move forward and really focus on yourself. You will be focusing a lot on money, on your work, for example, as well, if you are working. But I feel like you're leaving 2022 really vibrating at a high frequency and glowing. Okay, you're really attractive. You are turning heads in the month of December. Male or female, not a gender specific reading. You are attracting a lot of attention as you move through December. You'll notice people noticing you. They're not looking behind you. They're not looking at someone else. They're looking at you, my beautiful Gemini. And I want you to be aware of that, because, okay, they're giving me the song now. One moment, please. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. I feel like they've changed a lyric in this song, because this is a relevant song today. And I'm sure I even heard this song on the radio maybe a couple of days ago. Anyway, I'll give you what they're giving me. You don't know you're beautiful. The way your hair, something about your hair and it goes muffled. The way you light up the room. Okay, so this song, it's a famous song from Now, okay? And I'm sure I've heard this. Maybe it came up in a reading. I'm not really sure about that. I can't think right now whether it did or not. I have a feeling it may have done. But they've changed the lyric, because I'm sure it's a masculine energy who's singing the song. And it is about, I think the normal lyrics are, she doesn't know she's beautiful, or something like that. But they've changed it. You don't know you're beautiful. And I feel like they're trying to give you a message about how lovable you are, and that you will be seen. You will be seeing, is what they're giving me, that people appreciate you and are attracted to you. Whether you're with somebody or not right now, I feel like people are going to be attracted to you. You're not going to do anything about it if you're with somebody, of course, because I feel like, well, the energy I'm getting here, you're not that way inclined, but it gives you a nice little boost of energy, like, yeah, I still got it. So I want you to be aware that people are going to be noticing you in the month of December. I mean, they always notice you, but I feel this month in particular, you're going to notice these people noticing you, okay? If you are looking for love, you've been looking for a long time. You're about to have the potential to find a soulmate. Okay, now this person that's coming on in, I feel like they may be someone who is someone who works in the same arena as you. It may not be in the same job as you, but it may be in the same sector. So there's a lot of common ground there. They may understand you and your working practices and things like that. And if you are retired, for example, I feel like this is someone who may have worked in the industry that you worked in when you were working. Okay. And there is a potential for a lot of love and to settle down with this person. So if you are looking for love, that's happening. There's a lot of potential for that to happen this month for you as you move towards the new year as well. I would say 3rd, 4th week of December is high potential for you to meet somebody new. If you're already in a relationship, I feel like there's some changes within this relationship. Some of you may decide to relocate, or you're thinking about buying a home together, or there's some sort of change. I mean, it could even be vacation, because I'm seeing travel here with this as well. So I feel, flight, you're going to fly somewhere. So there is a real potential for that as well. Now, also, the Lover's card used to be called the Choice. So I feel like 2022 has been, it's almost like you had no choice but to be really busy and put some things on hold. Okay, to wait and watch and just find balance. It's almost like you've been really busy, but at the same time, there's been some things that you've been trying to connect to that have lain dormant. So that's why I get this energy of your wings have been clipped. You felt like you had no choice but to be busy in some area, but something else just had to be put on hold. So whether it is to relocate or take a vacation or buy property, whatever it was, your plan to be put on hold, it's actually going to be happening in 2023. Okay, I definitely see movement on that in 2023. It's like you're aligning yourself with the right moment to take this opportunity, whatever it is for you. So something that has been delayed in 2022 is actually happening for you in 2023. The Temperance card also is a card of, mixing things up, having choices, looking at your options, but being in a period of transition. And you may have felt like 2022 was a bit of a chaotic year where you're just, busy, but feeling like your progress was stifled in some way. That's all about to change for you. There's a lot more peace, but I definitely see this elevation energy for you. So I'm just going to pull some cards, because I get this energy of moving up to some sort of promotional level, but I feel like your eyes are more on having your own business or being more in control of the abundance that you make. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Whoa, straight in the water. It's interesting that it went straight in the water, and it's the Queen of Cups, which is all about, your dreams, your goals, also the love. The Queen of Cups is often a person who attracts because they're in high vibration, but it can be that, look at that. We got soulmate energy there. Those 2 seahorses. So, but it is about the law of attraction. The vibes that you put out with your heart is what you get back in return. And the Lover's card is also about that. It's the law of attraction. At grassroots, the Lover's card is about you raising your vibrations in order to attract what you truly desire into your life. And with the Queen of Cups, it's also like your body crying out for self-care. Because this is a card of really, being someone who needs to replenish your energy, recharge your batteries, and really think about kicking back and relaxing and fulfilling your own heart by taking some peace and quiet. Also, Queen of Cups, I would say, with the Queen of Cups, you need to protect your energy, my beautiful Gemini, because you tend to be someone who is a loving, caring person, and sometimes people can take advantage of your energy. For example, at work, if you're always, saying you don't mind taking on an extra project, then they start to give you more than you bargained for, and you may feel like you're doing a lot more at work than other people. The Death card, change. Okay, so basically these 2 cards together is like you would love a change where you feel more fulfilled in your environment, whether it's working environment or in love, but you feel something needs to change. You've had a difficult year and you are, you're excited and ready for change. You can't wait for it to happen. I feel like you're closing the door firmly to 2022 and you are ready for 2023. I do feel like if you lost someone this year, this person is coming through. They want you to know that they're thinking about you. Okay, if you lost a person, this person is thinking about you. Okay, that's coming in strongly. So I'm just gonna leave that there. I don't feel like there's any loss in the month of December. That's what I'm feeling. The Hermit energy is very philosophical, taking a moment to recharge your batteries. You need to change because as you're maturing, you're recognizing it's important to put your needs first as well. Okay, and you may be really searching for inspiration as you move throughout this month because you're fed up with the way things are. That's what I'm getting. You're fed up with the way things are and you know that something needs to change. And with the Hermit energy, it's about taking a step back in order to reimagine life and what it could truly be for you and how to make that happen. Okay, now the outcome energy, we have the panda. What a beautiful image there, the panda. Now they're also showing me dice in the water right now. I feel like dice could be something that you will see that is an image, a symbol for change. It's like your luck is changing. Okay, so look out for dice. I mean, you don't have any cards with dice on it, no. Look out for symbols of dice or as you move throughout the next 4 to 5 weeks, because I feel those symbols, I mean, it could be that you see a car driving down the street and they've got those fuzzy dice in the car, you know, those really old fashioned style things. Could also be that someone gives you a trinket for a bracelet that's got dice on it, or I mean, it could even be that you're gifted a game that has, you know, like a board game that has dice in it. There's something about dice. Okay, it represents your luck changing for the better. So look out for those symbols. Things are on the up after you see the dice. I want you to be aware of that. Now we got panda. And it says here, gentle strength, personal boundaries, nourishment, peaceful life. This is that transition energy that you will be leaving December with, okay? So I feel also images of pandas could be relevant for you, but I feel like you are gently approaching 2023 with a more peaceful energy and with a strength that you've acquired over the year of 2022, because you're now burnt out. I feel like things change for you into the positive as we move through the rest of the month. Butterfly, of course, represents change and transition. So this is a big month for change for you. And it says transformation, expect changes, new beginnings, personal growth. And that's exactly what you've been going through. A lot of people think personal growth is this wonderful moment of epiphany and realization. And it is, but that is the final stage of it. All throughout the time being up to that point, there's a struggle. Things are changing. We have a lot to deal with, a lot to process. Growth and change and transition and healing is a painful experience until we get to that final stage. And then it is rewarding, it is enlightening. And I feel like you've struggled quite a lot. You're getting to that stage where you are spreading your wings and allowing yourself to elevate and fly. And it says here, personal growth, I feel like you do use all the skills that you've learned this year in 2023 and elevate even further. We've got trident, controlled emotions, power to manipulate emotions, and watery journey. So I feel like, you know, you are going to be a little bit more sensitive than usual because the full moon is in your sign, okay? But I feel like you're right on target for what you still want to accomplish. Also, if anyone is trying to push your buttons or try to control your emotions by, you know, making certain remarks, or there's power play, things like that, I feel like you're nipping it in the bud. You're finding your voice and you're saying no. You're creating healthier boundaries to prevent that from happening. Now, something that you've been dreaming of, that you've been really trying to accomplish, you're attracting it. But you're raising your vibrations. What I'm getting is, and I can only give you what I'm getting, is that because things have been difficult, sometimes we get frustrated. And as soon as we get frustrated and things like that, which is a natural human trait, we all do it, we drop the vibration a little bit. So when you can, find moments to level up or find a higher vibration, try to connect to that. I mean, it's easier said than done. You know, when you're really busy, it's like you're rushing around and you're just on autopilot. So find moments of silence to really thank the universe or find gratitude for all that you have right now. Because even though it has been a struggle, the more grateful we are in the moment, the more we attract. And, you know, I know that's a difficult thing to wrestle with, especially when you're struggling. because you know, even when someone said to me once, you know, I'd lost everything. I'd lost my job, I lost a relationship, and I lost my home within a short space of time. And someone said, you know, just be, every morning you wake up, say thank you to the universe and be grateful for what you have. And at the time I was like, I've got nothing. You know, I'm lucky that I got my family and they were a support network for me. So every morning I woke up and I was like grateful for that. And you know, there is some sort of magic to it. I didn't believe it myself. I'm a Scorpio and I'm really like skeptical about these things until they happen for me, until I can see it with my eyes. And then I sat back for a long time being very grateful, and I stayed really small because I'd had a lot of trauma at that point. And things that I wanted and struggled for such a long time, I stood still and they started to come to me, you know, and it just started to attract. And I was like, there's something to this. And then I discovered The Secret and things like that, and I started to attract more. And I'm not here to advertise anyone's book or anybody's product or anything like that. You will discover these things by yourself, my beautiful Gemini. But I'm telling you, that book, that Secret, I watched the film of it and it changed my life and it changed my perception. And I started my journey from there. So, and you know, of course, there's ups and downs. We all have struggles, but I try as much as possible. When someone is pushing my buttons, I take a step back. Of course, I get grouchy, but I take a step back and go, okay, I'm allowing this situation to mess with my vibration. I have the power to step back and not let it affect me and just get busy doing and being me. Okay, so I don't know why that's coming through, but it is. I'm not here to preach at anybody. I'm just here to channel what I'm getting and to show or tell you how I sometimes manage to do it, which it is of benefit to me and my journey. Okay, enough about me. Let's get more to you. Now, this is the cosmos. So this really, in this deck in particular, it really connects to your journey. It's almost like the world meets the judgment card. So it's about understanding your place in the world, what you're wishing for, and how to get there, how to be positive and see this as a window of opportunity for change. That's what you're moving towards. I see that all the struggle that you've had is going to be worth it. There is benefit here. Eight of Pentacles, though, you may have felt like you were working really hard and there's no enjoyment, and you're looking for fun. You're trying to find balance in life so that you can enjoy all aspects of it. With the Cosmos card, this is a card of you reaching a goal and reimagining or visualizing the next. So I feel like you are going to be in a state of accomplishment at the end of the month and be really proud that you're fulfilling your destiny. With the Queen of Cups there, I was checking to see if there was a bonus or reward. I feel like you are attracting what you worked hard for, but I feel like something still needs to change. So perhaps you're offered a bonus and it's not what you're worth. So I feel for you, it's more about feeling if you're making a mark, if you're making a difference, and if you're working hard towards something, that you will accomplish that. But let me just check for you. Eight of Pentacles, you get what you worked really hard for, but I feel like it's not as rewarding as you may have thought. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. Eight of Pentacles is like, you seem to be work, but you need to realize that you are the master of what you do. You're trying to find enjoyment in your day-to-day. And also, Eight of Pentacles is you really looking at yourself and your personal development. So this month, whilst there is still things to do, shall we say, I feel like there's a much more philosophical energy about you, where you're thinking about all you've accomplished, where you feel like you're at right now in life, and what you need to do next on the next part of your journey. Can you show me a little bit more? Six of Cups. I see a lot of you like getting out there and having fun. I do see you having invitations. There is an offer coming through for you as well. If you're trying to get a new business or an opportunity off the ground, there is a window of opportunity that comes your way to start something up. The universe is going to be very benevolent, so there is good luck for you. Six of Cups tends to mean an offer from the universe, or an opportunity that you will love. It could be a gift. I mean, I was clarifying bonus, so I do feel like there's a gift or a bonus there for you, but I feel like whilst it's nice to get it and you can use it efficiently, I feel like you're worth more. Okay, so you may be thinking about value as you move throughout the month as well, how you value yourself, your time, and whether the things that you set up in your life, whether people are undervaluing you or underappreciating you, you make some changes so that that does not happen going forward. Six of Cups also, I feel like someone from your past will reach out and tell you that they are thinking about you. Doesn't have to be an ex, but I feel like it is someone who loves you dearly, someone who's thinking about you, someone who misses you from their life. In December, you will hear from that person, okay? It may be if you've fallen out with someone, you may repair a relationship or a friendship. There's an olive branch they're showing me right now, so it could be someone that you lost touch with. They've been thinking about you, and I feel like they want to repair a relationship. I mean, it could even be someone from your family unit if there's been a bit of drama. That person may come to you in order to try and repair the relationship over December, so watch out for that. But there is something on offer for you at the end of the month. Something that you've been working really hard for. The universe is bestowing some good news upon you. Look out for the dice, because that's a symbol. The Empress card is an indication that all the seeds that you've planted, all the ideas you've had, they're all starting to grow and flourish and come to some level of success that is tangible for you, okay? So the Empress card is all about nurturing a dream or a goal or something that you're trying to accomplish and it flourishing for you. As you can see, this is back-breaking. All those, blossoms, they're blossoming and there's growth there, but it's back-breaking. And as you end the month, all those blossoms are propping you up. They are blooming in the right way for you. They are starting to come to fruition in a really positive sense. So the Empress is all about abundance, attracting more abundance, which is what you're doing at the end of the month. So as I said, there may be a little bit of a bonus, or even, someone showing their appreciation for the job or the effort that you put in, or even the friendship that you have. People, there's a lot of love surrounding you in the month of December. Some of you may find out that you're pregnant at the end of the month. So watch out for that. If you're not looking to get pregnant, for example, or get anyone pregnant, of course, take precautions, but you may find that you are, and a lot of you may be like thinking, connecting with your children on a deeper level, having fun, because I see, I'm hearing lots of laughter right now, so I am picking up fun, not just with children. If you don't have children, I feel like there's a lot of fun at the end of the month, connecting to people perhaps you haven't seen for a while, or just, finding your flow to enjoy life again. Or, go out for drinks and things like that with people. It doesn't have to be drinks. It could be that you're just catching up over coffee or having a Zoom call with somebody that you haven't seen for a while. So I definitely get this energy of warmth, love, care, and attention. Now, in terms of finances, the Empress card is all about abundance headed your way. This could be a promotion, could be a raise, increase in your finances in some way. Could also be that you're tapped for a position of more responsibility, which will bring more money in time. So in 2023, for example. But this is material gain and prosperity. It's also about joy and comfort. So I feel like things are winding down at the end of the month, and things look really positive at the end of the month, and you're not rushing around so much. Also, the Empress card is about nourishing yourself. You are brimming with potential for the following year. 2023 is actually going to be a much more positive year in terms of finances and growth. Up until March, I want to say that, up until March, I've felt out the energy from January, February, March, and I feel like there's a lot of benevolent energy about. There are some changes from March onwards. I haven't gone further than March, so I can't really be telling you whether it's a change for the better or for not. I will always be honest with you and say, okay, there's like major drastic changes in March that are negative, but I haven't felt that yet. So I will do a yearly spread for you all. But I do feel like there is positive energy for the first couple of months of 2023. Okay. Now, the Two of Pentacles is about doing a lot of multitasking, but it could also be about setting up second streams of income and finding balance. Okay, it's like the balancing act for you in December, but I feel like you're building stability. Two of Pentacles is pleasurable work, enjoying what you do, being flexible, and finding balance between work and play. And I feel like you've been not having that throughout the year. I feel like you're bringing more energy to find balance at the end of the month, where you're looking at restructuring your time so that you've got more time to enjoy life. And in terms of your finances, I feel like you're managing your finances. Some of you may dip into your savings at some point in December in order to pay for things, but I feel like you replenish that at the end of the month, because I feel like you're being very careful and cutting back in areas where you don't want to overspend. Also, Two of Pentacles is whatever it is you are working towards, whatever seeds you've planted, they're taking root, and I feel like they're developing in very unexpected ways, in unexpected positive ways. And one way or another, you're manifesting your dreams on the material plane, okay? Your efforts will bring you joy. So you will feel really proud of yourself at the way that you've developed over the year, the struggles you've overcome, and how you're putting yourself in a really good position for 2023. Two of Wands is a card of expectation. You're looking to the future as you hit the end of the month. Two of Wands is like, yearning for the new year, or, looking forward to all the plans that you've got in the new year because you're so done with 2022. Also, some of you will come out of your comfort zone as you move into 2023. I get this energy of stability, and some of you looking to move or buy a property, and I feel like the timing will be right as you move throughout the next couple of months. Now, I know interest rates and things like that are all over the place, and economically things are fluctuating, but I feel January, February, March brings some opportunity for growth in the housing market. So I feel like actually you could find a property that is perfect for you if you're looking for property or to move, okay? Eight of Pentacles. Now, Eight of Pentacles is interesting for the end of the year for you because 8 is the number of the self. So you'll be doing a lot of personal development work. You're going to be investing a lot in your own time, your care, but also being very creative and productive. So you may actually have an outlet for your energy in creative pursuits, or maybe making gifts for people. For example, if you're, celebrating the holidays. Eight of Pentacles, though, is about finding new ways to enjoy what you do. So if you're leaving a space, leaving a place or leaving a job to enter a new working environment in the new year, you're going to really love what you do, and you're going to be the best at what you do as well, because the Eight of Pentacles is the master of your craft. Some of you may actually be thinking about taking courses of learning over December in order to set you up for the new year. You may get a certificate or a qualification regarding this, and it may elevate your finances as you move into the new year, but you're going to see results in the positive sense, okay? Now also, this is a card of accomplishment. So you're going to leave the year on a high, knowing that you accomplished great things and you've set yourself up to transform your life for the better as you move into the new year. I'm just going to go to that card, but that deck, but they wanted me to go here. So thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Anything more that my beautiful Gemini need to be aware of? Just to let you know, I'm only picking the upright in this deck. Five of Pentacles, Empress. So yeah, again, I mean, if I'm applying this to your finances, it's like you may dip into your savings with the Five of Pentacles. And the Empress card is like you get a chance to replenish that at the end of the month. Could also mean that, there's been a lot of struggle. Five of Pentacles is the card of struggle, of difficulty, and, feeling like you don't have the resources to move forward on something, or even that you're running on empty when it comes to your energy. But the Empress card is about attracting better results, attracting abundance, attracting better times, investing in yourself, recharging your batteries, and really taking care of yourself and being proud of the effort that you've put into things. You're actually attracting better. This is a card of attraction, okay? So I feel if you have been a single parent, for example, as well, I'm getting this energy. If you've been a single parent and you've been struggling, I feel like things actually get a bit easier for you in the month of December, towards the end of December. There may be a little bit more money available or some sort of benefit that is given here. But I feel like there's a lot of love surrounding you. I just keep getting this energy. There's a lot of love surrounding you, a lot of appreciation for what you do. Because sometimes, being a single parent, sometimes there's it's a difficult job. Let's put it that way. I'm just going to go one more on that. Six of Pentacles. Yeah, some sort of benefit. Six of Pentacles is like an unexpected gift or an unexpected benefit or an unexpected opportunity from the universe. Okay, Six of Pentacles, if you look it up online, it means like an unexpected resource given as a surprise out of generosity. So it could be a benefit that's given by the council or the government or a governing body, for example, or I mean, it could be a bonus if you're working, but I also get this energy, and this is not going to resonate for everyone, but it's coming through, and it came through in a couple of signs. I feel like you're gifted something for free in the month of December, okay? So it could be that someone, you know, gives you a coffee on the house or a muffin, or, you know, pays for your shopping or something like that. I feel like there's a gift given in the month of December, something given for free. So very positive month, but I can see that you've struggled to get here in the first place. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there. Okay, so we've got socks. Oh, they want me to go one more? 3. Okay, I'll give you, okay. I was going to give you the third one after I've read those 2, but they're saying no, go for the third now. So I will. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Good Angels. Okay. Okay, so we've got number 22, which is socks, and it says introspective, coziness, complacency. Life can't always be lived to the fullest, being a homebody. Don't let your socks stop you from feeling the grass. So I definitely get this energy of you coming out of a comfort zone as you move throughout the rest of the month into 2023. But I feel like you're busy doing at the beginning of the month, and then you start to think about pushing boundaries and other opportunities and finding your purpose as you move into 2023. Now we do have no. It's number 28. When you reduce it, 2 + 8 is 10. So something that's coming to an end, it's like, no, you don't want to do this anymore. It says the answer is no, confirmation. So if you're leaving a space, or you're leaving a friendship, or you're leaving something behind because you feel like it's run its course in your life, you're right. No, it is not meant for you. So this is your confirmation that whatever it is you're ending, no, it does not deserve a place in your life. Okay. Also, we've got soon and near future. It says presently, rapidly, shortly. Expect arrivals any day now. Now that could be in terms of someone having a child. Arrivals could be a visitor. As I said, someone from your past is coming to let you know that they miss you. You will get a message from somebody. Could also be that something you've been working hard towards. Abundance is arriving very soon. I feel like it arrives at the end of the month for you. That's what I'm feeling there, okay? Now I'm just going to take a trinket. We've got the Hamza hand. Now this represents protection, okay? So if you have been going through a difficult time, you are being protected and redirected towards something better. So just be aware of that. And this may also be a symbol that you will see over the next 4 to 5 weeks. Could be on someone's t-shirt, could be on a billboard or around someone's neck, or it could even be given to you as a gift, or you've just bought it as a gift for somebody. Okay, so watch out for the Hamza hand and dice. This indicates that your luck is changing for the better, that Jupiter is bringing much more better luck for you as you move through the month. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonated for you there. It seems to be more about you investing more in yourself, your energy, recharging your batteries, and reaching a goal, something you've been working hard towards. You reach that definitely towards the end of the month, okay? And I feel like it's about kicking back and relaxing and enjoying yourself a little bit more. And I feel that happens in December, okay? So I'll leave it there. I hope something does resonate in that reading for you, my beautiful Gemini. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is push a little bell. It lets you know that I've put up the next reading, and also lets me know that you're connecting to the reading, which is so important for me too. Also, I just want to say, if you are doing an appraisal for your month, I feel like the interview or whatever it is that's connected to it, I feel like you are really shown that you're respected and that you're an integral part of your team. I feel like people are impressed with what you do. I feel like they see that you are at the top of your game and they want to elevate you. But some of you may think about leaving that space anyway because you feel like you've hit a certain level, and you may think about setting up your own business. But these are things that are in the works that you do later on, well, into 2023, but you're planning them now. Could also be that some of you are already working for yourself, and you may have to change the way that you work so that you have more time for yourself, because you may have been running on empty and feeling like you have to do everything. So I'm just going to leave it there, okay? Thank you so much, my beautiful Gemini. Love and light.